flown in once or twice, flown BA mostly from Hong Kong.
Did you fly into Kai Tak?
Yeah. Fly out of it, flew into it.
Amazing, right? So you should know pretty well then?
Yeah. Just travel across the Star Ferry quite a lot.
Right, so we just need to do this little 180 turn around. So what we'll do, if we release the parking brake, so pull it up and then to your left. Perfect. And then you give us we'll see, we should just start to creep forward maybe about 30%. And as it starts to roll forward, we'll just idle the throttles again, just use our inertia. There's us moving there, so if you brake with your left foot there, that'll swing it round. Use a bit more. Let off the brake a wee touch. Sees the wrong way. Up, and then once we're straight, if you apply the brakes, it goes to stop. So if you point forward to your toes there, that's it there. Lovely. Perfect. And if you want to set the parking brake as well, just here. So normally what we'll be able to do is pop into the init page and put in the IQ code, which is normally 4 letters, and we'd get our all the information we need about the airport. But because this doesn't exist, we're just going to have to do it on basically. So we'll pop in our altitude here, and we'll 5,000 feet, please.
So
perfect. If you pull out the heading, maybe set. So if you pop it to what's our heading? 258. So we'll spin it to it looks like 137 maybe. And then if you put our speed here, we'll put that to 150 please. Pull it out and try it. Right, do that just now, that's fine. I'll sort that. Okay, so we'll be steering with our feet when we roll down the runway. It'll be 50% with the throttles, and then all the way forward once the engine stabilise. I'll spin our speed once we get moving, and we'll arm the throttle as well once we get up. We've got flap 2 if you want to set auto brake to max. Yeah, perfect. And if you want to set our trim, do you see this arrow here? You see the CG25 that's set up here? If you line that up with just there, that's it there, perfect. Okay, if you press take off config, check. So if you had anything missing, we'd have a blue line here telling us auto brake max.
just full set.
Pretty much, make sure we're in the correct configuration for takeoff. So that's all greens, no blues. We're ready for takeoff. You want to release parking brake. Perfect. So put the engines to 50%, please. And then stabilise. The right foot, lovely. And set to take off thrust. 1, 2, 3. Let's take off thrust. S up this. Bit with the right foot, just a touch. Nice. 100 knots. Lean one and rotate. Perfect. So you see those 2 green lines in front of you there?
Terrain.
As those 2 green lines, we want that yellow box to be on the intersection point of those 2 green lines. Yeah, that's it as well. Okay, so if you push forward slightly, forward, there we are, perfect. That's us there. So that's a little positive rate of climb. We'll take the landing gear up. So I'll give you a right hand turn. If you pop our throttles to CL gear, click. 1 and 2, perfect. Okay, well, what will give us the best view? We'll do a left hand turn. Okay, so you see that green line's now to the left of you. So if you now follow it over by inputting to the left. Fantastic. Next make left hand turn. Fantastic.
I think that I used to live in England.
Oh, what to do? Airport's just coming into view there. We'll keep pushing this forward now that we're coming towards our altitudes. Perfect. And we'll flap up as well. Yep, so there's the airport there.
Yeah.
There's a main part of Hong Kong. If you'd like, we can head over there or come in for landing at Alicante now. Or what would you like to do?
Yeah, we can fly over Hong Kong.
Sounds good. What we'll do, I'll turn off your green lights, your flight directors are called, and then you can fly about however you like, at your discretion. Get as low as you want.
No, that's
Yeah, good view. That's up to you. Great about the Airbus as well.
Yeah, so from memory, like Hong Kong Island over there, it should be Kowloon, and we cross the Star Ferry in this junction. I may be wrong.
Kings Park, North Point. So there used to be a ferry that would go across.
Ferry still runs.
Really? Oh, I'm not. It's an island, but makes sense. I hope there's a ferry.
So what is that?
So that's the tone to. We've set 5,000 feet at altitude here. We're now 200 feet above that set altitude. So it's it's basically telling us it's a tone to say you're above your set altitudes. I mean, we're flying just visually. We don't need to worry about the set altitude at all. It's not an issue.
It's way too far.
So let me know when you want to head to Alicante. Fly about for as long as you want here.
Yeah, this is more clear than Cessna.
Is it? And great. I don't know. We've got. I don't know if we don't have the whole, or only a partial scenery maybe for Hong Kong in the Cessna. We've got the UK's got pretty enhanced scenery. That looks UK looks amazing in the Cessna.
Have you ever flown in Alicante?
Yes. So I work in.
Depends what way you go in. We'll stand on something like it. We'll see.
We'll go for that.
Or we fly out of Alicante and go back up near the sea. Great.
I work as a cabin crew on my.
Your normal days.
Yes, yeah. So done Alicante a couple of times.
Is that where you jet or?
Yeah, it's just from my carrier from Glasgow. So you let me know when you want to.
I'm more than happy to try and do whatever we can tell them.
Sounds good. Do you know which runway it is? Maybe we'll go 01. I think that.
I can't remember which one it is.
10 something. Try that. Okay, right. I'll pop us over just now. So what we can do, if you press this button here in it, and type in LEAL, so Lima, Echo, and then Alpha Lima. Lima. and then if you press also Alpha Lima, so press clear. Yep, and then Lima. So sorry, yeah, Echo Alpha. So Lima, Lima Echo and then Alpha, and then Lima, Lima, sorry, not Mike, L. Yep, and then L. Yep, perfect, and then we'll press slash. Yep, and then the same again.
Exact same again.
Yep, yeah. So
Lovely.
well, that way, and fantastic, and then top of the right box up there. Fantastic. Lovely. So we can now pop into our flight plan here.
Is this all?
Yep, that's it. And with destination wheel, bottom left here. Perfect. And then arrival top right. And we'll come into the ILS 10. Yeah, this one here. Perfect. We'll go no star. And then insert empty, bottom right. Okay, you can see here on the nav display. I'll pause it. There it is. So we've got this approach into Alicante here. So what we'll do, we'll carry on straight ahead, and we'll turn base and then onto final. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Lovely. We'll be able to see the airport just off our right hand side there. Lovely. So what we can do as well, if you like, we can pop it into autopilot. The plane will fly for us. The plane does all the work. We get the pay.
Is that safely?
Well, autopilot. Most of the flights after around 500,000 feet climbing out, they'll switch on the autopilot. Pretty much. So most of your flight will be automatically. Yeah. So it'd be this button here if you want to, but we can leave it off. Yeah, AP2. There you go. That's AP2. So what you can do is then use this panel here to manipulate the autopilot. So you can see this point here, AIT15. So if you go to direct up here, DIR, and then we'll skip down. So press this up arrow to go down on the page. You can see what it says. Press it again. One more time. Rating. IAT15, press that, and that will then give us a direct to that point there onto final. But what we do, because that's giving us a bit of an impossible time, we'll head on straight ahead for the moment, and then once we sort of become in line with it, we'll turn around and turn onto final. So let me see, where are we just now?
We are over the.
This is Elche. Yeah, so we'll be. So we're going the opposite one way. So we'll have a Alicante on our left hand side as we come in. Lovely. Okay. So you can see that's giving us a look. Remember, we're coming off the centre line there. So what we can do, pop into our heading here. If you turn it to 250, please. Perfect. And if you pull out this 5,000, that will just give us a click. Because if we look here, we go to what's that side here? IAT15. We need to be at 5,000 feet to intercept something called the ILS, Instrument Landing System. Have you ever heard of that before?
Yeah, it guides you down usually.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's looking good just now. You can direct insert there, and that will now turn us towards final clips on base. Yep, so it gives us guidance, it gives the centre line of the runway, but also gives a 3-degree glide slope. So it's localiser and the glide slope. So we're looking to capture that here. Okay, so what we can do now, if you want to arm the approach here, please. So this is now telling the aircraft to now try and intercept this the glide slope and localiser. I'm going to, if you pop this speed down to 210, please. Perfect. That's there. Perfect. Lovely. And whenever you like, you can take back manual flight if you like. So it's that red button. Press it twice on your side stick. You've got your thumb on it just now. Yeah. Press the red button again. Yeah, that's it. Lovely. Fantastic. So see this orange marker here? That's the flap deployment speed. So we can take flap 1. We'll slow down. So it's this one here. You drop it from the bottom. Yeah, spot on. Fantastic. You're just over to the left slightly. So if you look at your flight directors here, they'll keep you right. Okay, fantastic. I'll pop in your further descent. Managed. What did you say?
It's all got waypoints.
Aha. Yeah. So over to the right, we've captured the glide slope and localizer. So this is what we more call instrument flying. So you're using your computers and GPS waypoints to get yourself down. So we're pushing those down slightly and over to the right. There's a bit of speed brake to help us slow down a touch. So we're just about 14 miles to touch down. So you're pushing those down slightly more and then over to the right. To get that yellow box right on the green lines there. Okay, good. And then over to the left now. Nice. Just bringing us onto the central line of the road. And lift the nose up a touch, don't let the nose drop. There we are, very good. Nice. Continue to the left. That's it. Nice. Hold the nose up a bit more. Hold the nose back. Keep going back. Good. Okay, lovely.
It's hard trying to see what you're doing and watch that.
Yeah, so what to do is just focus on your green lines. Once you're in that on the intersection point with wings level, you can have a good look outside and you can be visual with the runway as well. Okay, so over to the right now. There we are. We're right over, so pull over a bit more and then push forward as well now. Keep coming to the right.
The slightest adjustment is massive, right?
Yep. So what I would what's it called? My advice is do small, gentle inputs. So don't hold the controls. So it's coming over now. So come over to the left. Right over. Try and catch it. So you need to sort of almost what's the word? Catch it before it comes past you. To the left now, just a touch. So you might be able to see the runway ahead of you there.
Yep.
Nice. So over to the left a bit more. Push forward just a touch as well. So hold, don't put in the center of the controls. That green line will start to hover over, just let it come. And then as it comes over, you catch it over to the right. So over to the right now, catch it. There we go. Keep going to the right, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. So it's over to the right now, so just smile with tiny wee readjustments. That's it, right. Let it go down. And we'll take flap 3 and flap 4. Okay. So it's fully configured. Perfect. Okay, very nice. So do you see this pink diamond there? So you want that yellow line to cut that perfectly in half. That's so you know you're absolutely spot on. So if you have one hand on the throttles here, just before we touch down, you'll hear 50, 40, 30 retards. We'll press the red button on the side here, and it disconnects the auto throttle, and you'll pull it back to idle, and then reverse the rest with these two here. And then as you do that, you'll lift the nose up a touch. It's called the flare, and just a couple of degrees of nose pitch. If there's too much, then we'll nose up a touch, pull the nose back, and we'll end up getting up into the air again. We'll have paying for 2 Londons instead of 1. Okay, very nice. Nose up a touch more. Over to the right a bit. That's good. So right over to the right a bit more. So can you see the runway ahead of us there?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Nose down a touch over to the right. Start bringing the nose down. Very, very gentle. Very good. Nice one. Excellent spot. Nose down a touch more. Just a tiny bit.
500.
Very good. Over to the left a touch. Yeah. Nose down a touch more. A bit more. That's it.
400.
Just want a nice level horizon in front of us. That's the goal. Start bringing those up just a touch. Nose up a touch. Yep.
300.
Good. A wee bit more nose up. And yeah, put the nose there.
200.
Goes down. So we want to just let it settle, so it just sinks down. Constant rate of descent. Wow. Good. Fantastic. Spot on.
100.
Nose up a touch.
50.
Throttle's back.
40. 20.
Goes
Retard.
up, goes up, goes up, goes up.
10.
A little bit.
5.
Fantastic. Round right. Steer with your feet. Reverse thrust. Perfect. Steer with your feet. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's fantastic. Brilliant. So let go of the controller side stick. That one over there. There we go. There's 80 knots. Green reverse. And 60 cancel reverse. Perfect. That's idle. Spot on. And we'll go to manual braking as well. So tap the brakes. It disconnects the auto brake. So we just tap the brakes. That disconnects it already. Fantastic. That was brilliant. That was very, very good. It was a great first landing. Very well done. Nice. Right. Where'd you like to go next?
So try to take it out of here.
Uh-huh.
And then it sounds stupid, but can you actually put it so there's a flight path and go around by? I've got this just guesswork when we take off.
For...
So we take off the way we've landed
Uh-huh.
instead of coming back on ourselves. We go out over the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be taken off that way.
Yep.
And banking around. I don't know
And just banking round for...
Yeah, just to see if we could actually manage it.
Yeah. Oh, turn back and try and land.
No.
No.
Try and catch Benidorm out the window on the way up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how far it is. Like,
Well, I'll try and check. If you set the flap at 2, please. Yeah, oh, we'll definitely catch Benidorm. That's a good couple bit in the coast there. Auto brake to max, please. This one, perfect. And our trim, pop it to. We're getting lighter and lighter as the day goes on, so might give us a bit more fuel. In fact, if you. Perfect. If you pop it to 20, yeah, just put it there. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. All right, lovely. So, if you press, that's a rear kind of glitch. With the Airbus. That's one effect is today. So, we'll release the parking brake. Perfect. And if you want to check the takeoff config here. So, all greens, no blues. Ready for takeoff. You can turn that back on if you like. No. Perfect. Okay, so up to the 50% here. A wee bit there. Good. And that's stabilised all the way forward. So it's 2 clicks. 1, 2, 3. Let's take off the set. Yes, sorry. Lovely. Steering with our feet. So push with your left foot. Yeah. Keep it to the left. Good. 100 knots. V1 and rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Okay, lovely. If you like, you can. I'll turn your flight directors off, and just don't go past 15 degrees of bank, so pitch down slightly. And we can head over to our left now, if you'd like. That's Alicante down there.
This I know very well.
And we'll pop into the lever climb as well, so to see how. Perfect. Fantastic. So that's yeah. That counts in there. Just speed us up a touch more. So we get there a bit faster. So you pushing those down slightly. We're at 4,000 feet now, so we can probably about level off there if you'd like. Lovely. Flap up. You got any questions at all?
No, I was speaking so much in the last one, I was like, honestly.
You what?
I was speaking so much in the last one, I was like, I'm honestly going.
No, not at all. No. It's good. It's a weakness. Okay. So, right ahead of us here will be Benidorm.
Yeah, I can tell kind of by the clock sticking out. I've been there enough times. I was there basically twice a year, like 10 years in the shop.
How long for would you normally go?
2 weeks at a time.
Are you touching your rudder pedals at all? No. That's fine. Then same again, you can get as low as you want. It's up to you. You're in control of the aircraft.
It's rather funny day today.
Yeah, it is a wee touch. I think it's as clear as you can get. Ah, there we are.
Yeah, no, I've been better than that many times because there's people piloting that they can set them up.
Let's see.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think I'm on this map. There's a small island next to Benidorm, though, so it must.
That is
it must
Peacock
be-
Island, yeah. I shared to my mate who goes to Benidorm every year for a year.
Right.
He goes, where's that? And that's fucking Benidorm, you can't have that. Because somebody's taken it, because they've obviously come in over Benidorm, done the loop to go to Alicante and got Peacock Island and Benidorm back. But yeah, no, this is
2,500.
basically what I used to do twice a year on Marmaris in Turkey.
Where's it you'd normally stay? Was it in the centre or?
Set up.
Right.
So there's a jutty out bit of Benidorm which has a viewing point. Go straight back from that basically up the hill, which is called Crystal Park. That's where we were a lot of the time. There was also what was it? The Villa de Benidorm, Crystal Park again, Natural Gardens, Dynasty Park, Fiesta Park, Flamingo Benidorm, Flamingo Benidorm, Cemeteries. Benelux Park was quite local. But yeah, no. I'll take the kids there. Listen.
Oh, really? Here. What's this out here? Is that?
There's a cross on the hill.
Oh, nice.
So it's just the way that. So you go up and over it. Not that I've ever been. There's supposed to be a nudist beach on the other side. But there's a cross for the Christians or the Moors that were up there. And then you've got a theme park at the back of Benidorm, just carved into the hill basically.
Don't take head rail. It's up to you. You see, just this number here. It's on your side. It's called your radalt, your radio altimeter. So it's your actual height above the ground.
Yeah.
You're at 2,000 feet. Not too bad. Could be worse.
Could be better. So unless this could be better, unless it's further around the corner, it's over there.
No, this is definitely right. See,
Yeah. Yeah.
is this?
So if you look at that side, you'll see the island down there. So we're basically near my end line. If we're over that, that's basically the centre of Crimson.
Right.
When you look back up the, yeah.
I think is that the wee jutty out that you were
Yeah.
talking about? Ah, nice.
So there's actual graduated viewpoint, and it's got a water tank that goes out of it.
You thought about where you wanted to go next?
Tough
Decisions.
Awesome.
Absolutely not. Do you want to do a take off and land there, just a landing?
Try to land. You see, I'm a Rangers man, so I'm trying to land in Glasgow, see if I can land passing Ibrox and go in.
Yep, we can do that. That's
But that didn't happen because that's when the crash.
right. No, we can definitely do that today. Definitely. Sedge, I think it's modelled pretty well. It's,
I don't care if it's modelled well or not.
just to see it.
I've missed that for ages. It's like my mate's like, oh, you should come out and see me when I go home for a month. I was like, you're going home for a month, you're coming back. Yeah, I know. But you can come see how I live in Ghana. I was like, fuck that.
Right, do you want to head over just now?
Yeah, I can do. I've passed better, I'm fine, I've seen what I want to see.
Have you got any particular runway?
I've never actually flown it in Barcelona,
Right, okay.
but I've been up to the viewing point where you see the harbour and you see all the planes coming down to go into Elprat.
Let me think.
So that would be the northern one.
Northern. There's a 02. So that sounds about right. Or is it? They are landing north.
They'll be
Or they're coming from the
They're
north.
coming from the north to the
From
south.
the north, right. So they'll be landing maybe 20. They're coming from the north.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try 225. Right. See. I'll just put you on a street final. See what this is. So if we go into edit here, the code for Barcelona is LEBL. Lima Echo. Bravo Lima. Perfect. And then slash. And see again. And then it's up right. There we go. Perfect. And then we can go into flight plan. We go destination. And arrival, top right. And we are ILS 25 right. So you use the up arrow here. Or just below it. So it's not very confusing. So the up arrow is how you scroll down in the page. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Perfect. And we'll take 24 right. Yeah, we'll take. Perfect. We'll go no star. And then into empty. Spot on. And there we go. And perfect. Look here. There's the point, so we can go direct. This one here. And then to Tebla. And then into empty. Perfect. So at Tebla it was at 2,300. So slightly high. We'll see how it goes. It might not.
So from that viewing point, you're right behind the. How do I say it? Actually, the Olympic Village and that when it was there. It's great. Tour of the new camp. I had a day trip up from Salou.
Did they trip your side?
From Salou.
So about 10 miles to run now.
So how early do you put the gear down?
So normally about 5 miles, that's when we put the gear down. 10 now. So we're at 10 miles just now, so we want to be at flap 2 at this point roughly, but we're too fast at the moment. Just go right descending down, you need to push forward a touch. Yeah, perfect. Just brake. So we can do it, I think we'll take gear down just now, so we need this extra drag to help us get down. Definitely.
Extra wind resistance.
Yes, yeah, as much as we can. So I'll put this a bit too high. That's what we might be able to recover. And as soon as we're past that orange bar there, you can get us flap 2. On you go. Flap 2. Perfect. So you can see how the end of that purple triangle is way below, so that we are meant to be quite a bit below where we are just now. But should be able to make it hopefully. Let's see.
So there's a double orange, does that mean I'm supposed to be fully extended?
Yep, so you can take another stage of flap and another one there. That's just it. Got the speed brake out as well at the same time. There's the glide slope, that pink diamond is coming into view now. Okay, so I'll keep the speed brake out so we can continue descending but also maintain our lower speeds. Perfect. Okay, nice. So you can see that purple diamond's just coming into view. Good. That's a glide slope captured. It's over to the right a touch. Can you see the runway ahead of us?
Yeah.
Fantastic. One hand on the throttle.
Yeah, I've just seen the Olympic dive.
No, oh, did we pass it?
Yeah, still there.
1,000.
It's amazing.
Okay, so we're slightly low on the approach, we'll pull back a touch. So, okay, so we've got 3 reds and 1 white on our pappies. Path which
Should have 2 each.
meters, yeah. That's it, that's okay. That's recoverable. So over to the right a touch more. Yeah, you see that pink diamond's now working its way down. So we'll try and catch it with a forward angle. Over to the left. Yeah, brilliant. Start putting the nose down. Keeping the nose down. Brilliant, fantastic. Over to the right a touch. Over to the right and nose down a touch more. Over to the left. Catching. Yeah, brilliant. And centre. Over to the right a touch. Brilliant, fantastic. Good nose up a touch. And over to the right.
300.
Over to the left. Keep those nice wings in there.
200.
Brilliant, fantastic.
One hundred.
Bring that
50.
nose up.
40. 30.
Nose back. Nose up a touch.
5.
There we go, fantastic. Okay, so reverse thrust. Perfect. And steam with our feet, so a bit to the left now. Yeah, lovely. Fantastic. 100 knots. Reverse is green, we say. 80 knots. Perfect to go to manual braking. Bring the thrust to it. And so manual braking, so we use our toes to bring us to a stop. There we go. Fantastic. And also park brake. What an landing. Another good one there.
That was not bad actually. I thought I was well off.
No, that's it. You can recover your tiny bit off, but we made it down. It was good. Well done.
Yeah, so no, the Olympic diving platform stands miles up.
Really? How was it? 50 metres? Or is that way too? No, it can't be 50 metres.
I think it's
That's like high
10,
dives.
10 metres, but because it's on the hill,
Uh-huh.
you see it stick out from miles.
Ah, right. Okay. Not bad. Right, where to? Where you wanted to go?
I don't know. You can take off from here and you can see it out your side window if we go back the way.
Back the way. Okay, sounds good.
I don't care, I just come from.
That's what where you're from, isn't it? Okay, lovely. Yeah. flying us back round again. Fantastic. My favourite switch in here is this one here. I've got to flip this back and one more to test. There we go. Lights everything up. Absolutely everything turned on. So it's that bulb test basically. To make sure we're not got any burnt out bulbs, so nothing's
So
trying to.
everything's actually on.
Oh, yeah, so there's not a single light that will be eliminated. So you can flick that back down again, just forward 2 clicks. There we go. Fantastic. Cool. Right, so ultimate max. Perfect. We'll set the trim just maybe 26, 27. So cycle forwards, just about there, spot on. Speed brake, flap 2. And we'll take off config check. Ooh, to be fair, we have just landed and used a lot of brakes. So that's all good now. Yeah, I've cleared that. Right, all set to go.
That's one that I always loved.
Oh, that.
Seatbelts on.
I mean, you've got to go, the pop on just now, so turn them off and then back on.
So that's basically all it is. So they can leave them in auto or off.
Yeah.
So I take it if it's in auto, it all kicks off at a certain height.
Yes, it does. So once, what is it?
10,000.
Yeah, I think it's about 10,000 feet. It will automatically turn on.
Fuel.
Is that fuel? Yeah. So it's brilliant in the Airbus because it shows you exactly faults. It tells you exactly where the issue is and what you need to do to rectify where the attention is needed. Whether in the Boeing it's yeah, it's it shows you. It comes up here with it's got a recall button. It will either show sort of like hydraulics, the doors, fuel, whatever, and then you need to sort of look at your panel and figure out or further investigate. So what we can do, because we've already got LED, so if we go flight plan, if you use the down arrow, sorry, down arrow to go up a bit more. Just a minute, one more. Let's just take it back to start. Should be able to. Right, that's fine. We can just manual. So I'll pop us into the heading. We should be all good for takeoff. So if you want to advance the throttles to 40%, there it is. Thank you very much. That's stabilised. SRS. Knots. There's V1. Rotate.
So if you look at there, you see the on the horizon, just above the back of the.
Is that it there?
That's the bit where the other thing goes in.
We've got a positive rate to the gear up just now. And lovely. Pump into the lever climb here, pushing those forward slightly. Keep pushing it forward. So about 25 degrees of pitch is pretty sweet. There we go. Yeah. Lovely. What did it do next? So we could do what's it called? Just watch your speed there. Push forward. There we go. don't know, we could do a couple nighttime landings somewhere, go somewhere that's really got a nice skyline, so it looks really good at night.
Edinburgh's quite nice.
Yeah, do that. We'll do that then. And we'll come over, or you wanted to do Glasgow, didn't you? Did you do Glasgow then? And we'll come, so we can see.
So we come from the north east to west of it.
Yeah.
So is that way?
So this is runway 23. Yeah, 23. We could go. This should.
One thing I want to ride on is the Airbus 3, no, the Airbus A320,
Yeah.
as I did before, 747.
Wow.
That was the biggest plane that in the world at the time.
Uh-huh.
When it had been built, so you can't class an Antonov as a big plane.
What, sorry?
The Antonovs, you can't class them as big planes. They
Why?
don't carry people,
They can carry people.
but they don't. They just carry loads of.
If you want to pop into edit here, EG here. You could go with Papa Foxtrot. And then top right. And then flight plan, the route plan, then destination UPF. Yep, arrival top right. Going ILS 23. Perfect. And no star. And inspect. Perfect. This is awesome. Go. Right, so it should be off if you turn to the left. Gives that a left-hand turn. Where is it? Is that yeah? What to do? So if you want to start a left-hand turn, and I'll make sure we get this. So you can bank it over and turn it right over to the left. Give us a good bit of bank. Okay.
No, too far past because that looks like a road round.
Yeah. We should, if we can do it, we'll do just an orbit, a 360, and we should catch it. That's the airport here.
Yeah, I know that airport very well. Quite easily find this. I know that. So when I came down to do the Cessna, I did Cessna on the Saturday and I did Ibrox on the Sunday for the first time as a hunter. I worked it before as a first aider.
Right, oh well. You're pushing those down, and it's right.
You're all in though.
Quite steep. So you push it right forward. That wasn't during the.
You're all in
what firm was it?
The day that they beat Dundee 3.
Dundee. Ah, right.
The reason it was the game that I went to is I usually work for safety doing Dundee, Tannadice, or Dundee United, Montrose, Arbroath.
Oh yeah, there it is there.
There's Ibrox, yep.
There you go. So you're both and Rangers?
Yeah. So Arbroath's obviously the home town, but because I was in the army, we didn't hear about Arbroath because we heard about Rangers, Celtic, national team.
You can see the blue from here.
Oh yeah, brilliant. I've got a drone, that's what I came in with.
Oh really?
So when I was here, I stayed at the Premier Inn down beside the Oval, which I can see quite clearly as well from there. So all of the, you see the Oval?
Yeah. And the armadillo as well.
Yeah, so I was just basically over from him at the Premier Inn there.
Yep.
So I was staying there, and the wind got up, so I couldn't put the drone up. Whereas the wind's calm today.
Yeah.
So on the way back, I'm going to go via Paisley, get the Paisley Abbey in the town hall with a drone, and then going to do approximately, and then hopefully get fill it up. Oval, Armadillo, and that's because that was it. I've flown over the Kelpies and
Just to the right. So do you want to come in for a landing here?
yeah, can do.
So we'll turn. So if you follow the green line here, I've popped in a direct to this waypoint here. We'll continue to the right. Later, just a little bit. So 29. You flew over the Kelpies with your drone, or
Yeah. I've flown over the Hermitage. If I was allowed to fly over the castle, I probably would have done that. I went there just after New Year to have a look at the.
continue to the right. We'll touch just the white there. Our base.
What was it? Yeah, the museum at the Castle of Light, where the lights all up.
Oh really?
Flown it over the Kelpies, I've flown it over the Falkirk Wheel,
Ah, yeah, nice.
done it over the Abbey at Arbroath, done it around the cliffs at Arbroath as well. So yeah, I was going to maybe, because not one can really come on with it. I was going to edit this, speed it up, and then put music on it so there's no talking.
So we'll turn around now.
Basically do it so that it's on the YouTube with everything else. Yeah, but no, I have my own YouTube channel, put it on there.
Oh, nice. Amazing.
It started off as a truck thing.
Oh, really?
Then the PS5 went on, PS4 stuff went on it, or 3 stuff went on it. And then now I'm putting my aviation stuff that I do with my drone.
What drone is it?
Mini 3, DJI
Right,
Mini 3.
yeah.
So I was just going to come down on a normal DSLR camera,
Yep.
but no, I went out and spent £415.
So I'm just going to turn it to
415
for the Osmo, is it?
Yeah, the Osmo
Yeah,
Action 6.
Yeah. Right. Very nice. It's got the screen on the front as well. It's really.
And all this will be crystal clear, like if you have a GoPro, some of it's all fuzzy, but the sensor on that makes it like crystal clear. So I was watching videos that somebody recorded on a GoPro, on the Action 6.
Yeah.
GoPro was all fuzzy.
Yeah.
This wasn't.
Yeah, I think Osmo are doing better than GoPro. Definitely in that market, because it was always GoPro. Well, GoPro was always
It was the be all end all.
the gold standard, yeah. But
I think because they've got most of the technology that they've been putting into the drones and that, they've actually got a better sensor for normal cameras.
yeah. I mean, stabilisation must be better, surely. Like,
Yeah, it's got a stabilised one, yeah. The other thing with DJI is they've also got their own built-in yeah, they've got their own built-in app that you can put it in. So I get my phone out, I can see what's on the screen of that on the phone.
Oh wow, right.
So I can control it. So it's like I've also got a gimbal unit, so I can connect my phone to the gimbal and it shows me everything I'm doing.
We're just a bit high again.
That's fine. I can see the airport.
Yep, so we'll come over to the right again. It's over this way. So that'll probably be the hydro and stuff there. So the airport's over this way.
Yeah,
You
I
can see
see
the.
it.
That's it. So you push those down a touch.
I see the lights. 4 white, not the good.
Expedited our descent. Speed brake. I take the gear down now as well. So yeah, we'll go full now. Pushing those down more. Look at that. So we're into that fast end. Pushing those down. Touch.
2,500.
To the right of touch.
My favourite takeoff is in the morning when the sun's just about to come up. I'm not saying that the night ones are crap, but you go above the clouds and you just get the full sunrise.
Yeah.
2,000.
Obviously, as Cavalier, you probably like that compared to the night ones where you can't really see much unless, unless you're in like Sir Hong Kong or Shanghai or New York or wherever the built up areas are.
Yeah. So nose up a touch now. Alright. Nose up. Hopefully. Should be all set to go. I mean, even it's quite cool. So in coming at night, quite often we'll have we'll be able to see Prestwick Airport if we're coming from the opposite way.
Really?
Yeah. Nose down a touch more. There's the lights up there, just a little bit. Fast as well, so it's going straight together. What's the rate of touch? And nose up a touch. Nose up, nose up, nose up.
400.
Over to the right. Over to the right.
300.
Hold the nose there. Nose down a touch. Over to the right.
200.
To the left, checks up, goes down. Hold the nose there. That's the centre. Over to the right touch.
100.
Yes, nice. Fantastic. Okay, nose up a touch. Up
50.
there.
40. 30.
Nothing's back.
20. Retard.
Lovely. There we go. Okay, reverses green. Decel. So we can continue the rest. Once we get to 60 knots, then that's when we run the cancel. Okay, that's 60 there. We can cancel and go to manual braking. So we can just press with our feet. So once we tap the brakes, that disconnects the auto brake. There we go. Oh, up to the right. There we go. Fantastic. You just park up our gate as well if you like.
Yeah, we can do.
So let's see. Little taxi lights on. Okay, so what's this stand up here? That's stand 34 possibly, I think. 32. So it gives a bit of thrust. These green lights sort of dots here.
That's supposed to be the taxi.
Yeah, they're the taxi lights, so we can see the taxi coming in here. Yeah, that's it. So we bring the throttles back to idle now. So you've got 10 knots ground speeds.
So what is usually taxiing speed?
So taxi speed, when we're on the taxiway, it can be up to, I think it's
I'm not off the
50, it
track.
can be 30 knots on a taxiway. Turning speed, I think is 15 max. I mean, I'm thinking a bit high there, to be honest. And then max taxi speed on our runway is 50 to our 45. So there's the centre line.